Welcome. Hi everybody, welcome to Live at 5. Come on in, join me. So I've just realised not going to put my arms up because there are some sweat marks, but I've been a busy bee today and yes, love doing a little wiggle at the beginning. So if you're watching this live, you'll always get a bit of music at the start and finish just to move that body. And if you're watching this on my YouTube, thank you so much. I am sharing them on there also. So today I am pretty much gonna just share with you something that happened last week. And I was like, oh, maybe I'm not that superhuman that everybody thinks that I am. Sorry, my hair's annoying me, as you can tell. I've just washed it. It's very flyaway. So, yeah, I think as much as I want to be on the outside looking like everything's going so well, sometimes it doesn't. And I'm just going to hold my hand up and be very real with you and be very vulnerable in a way that hopefully this can relate to somebody else that watches this. So on Thursday night, I'd gone, right, I've had enough, because if you know me, if you know Claude, you know that Claude is a very, very scatty, last minute, always late, that's just me. And I think, sorry, I'm going to stop touching my hair now. I think I've always written this same story for myself, that I am late, that I am scatty, that I'm not organised, that I do things very last minute. And I think Thursday was the tip off point that I realised, before this call, I was writing up my content notes and figuring out what I wanted to say 10 minutes before the call. Like, you think I might have had this perfectly set out a week before? Nah. Yeah, dashing around at 100 miles an hour, exactly. And sometimes, I always say busy is best. I have a full life. I am so grateful for everything that I do. All my hobbies, my business, the people that I talk to on a daily basis. I'm so happy that I do all of the things. But I just thought to myself, there's got to be either a better way or I've got to rewrite my story. So yeah, Thursday just gone, I hit a wall with myself. I felt like at the time that I got to the end of the day, I was in this hole thinking, what have I not achieved? What haven't I done? Thinking, oh, damn, I needed to do this. I needed to get that done. I didn't get this done. I didn't get that done. Instead of actually thinking, what have I achieved and what had I actually done? I was in this loophole of thinking, damn it, I've missed out on this, I've not done that. And I think, a lot of us can focus on those areas that we haven't done, or the negative in a way, rather than thinking, what have we achieved? So what I did is, hey Joe, hello. So some of you have heard this story before. I've got a gratitude call that I get on every morning with the guys and girls, and I reached out to people. I reached out and said, Thursday night, I was like, I need help, because I was so fed up with, doing before Food Friday for my well-being, for the staff. I was doing it at 5 to midnight before Friday, or you know what I mean? It was always last minute. Or my lives at 10 o'clock on a Monday and Thursday. I know that they're at 10 o'clock on a Monday and Thursday every single week that I do and put my content out there. But at 9:30 before 10 o'clock, I'm there thinking, what shall I do in the workout? And normally I improvise anyway, but you know what I mean? I was very, very last minute with everything that I was coming up to do in my weekly routine that I've got going on at the moment. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm on furlough. I don't need to do everything, but I want to, for the sake of progressing and growing. But I hit a brick wall and I reached out to my friends And I want to just say thank you to Ellie, Chris, Kate, Becca, Joe, yourself, all the guys, AJ on the gratitude call, because I was able to not only kind of put my stresses out there and say, is anybody else feel like this, but also then get the answers. So you know that somebody else will be feeling exactly like you, but sometimes you just don't do that reach out. So number one in my summary, let me just get my notes, is actually realise it's not reach out. Is actually realise what's going on. So I realised, I was like, enough's enough. The second one is reach out, because you know that there's someone out there that's going to help you. Hey Rachel, thanks for getting on live, babe. Okay, so I reached out and I heard the quote from Ellie. She said, but remember, even Wonder Woman has a day off sometimes. I was like, yeah, Wonder Woman probably does need a bit of a day off sometimes. Being honest with how you feel is the best start. It really is. I think you've got to get it off your chest. You've got to realise and get it out there. So I have been told, these are the amazing words from my friends, Ellie, Chris, Becca, Kate, Joe, AJ. So I've been told you don't have to get everything done in a day, in one day. It can be okay to sort out tomorrow or at the weekend. Don't put too much pressure on yourself, Claude. Like, I wanted to be that person that just got everything right. And, thanks, Sarah. Literally, I wanted to be that person, but I was putting too much pressure on. I was saying, you know, get it done, get it done, get it done, get it done. And sometimes you just can't get it done. You can do it tomorrow. Instead of thinking, what haven't I done or what haven't I achieved, think, what have you accomplished? What have you achieved? Like, literally, I was there thinking, damn, I didn't get it done, when actually I've achieved so much that day, even if I didn't do something that I wished I had have done. It is the question, again, of what I am grateful for. So every night I do say what I'm grateful for, but I possibly was overrunning that with the stresses of not getting my shit done, basically. Excuse the language for anybody that watches this back, but I'm being real with you. I'd come to a point where I needed to change my story. And even though I was grateful for things I loved that day, I was pushing aside what I'd accomplished, what I'd done, because I was so forward, like tunnel vision thinking, that I just needed to get more done and more done and more done. And yes, that is the next point of winning the day. So, you know, think to yourself, what have you done that day that you think, yes, I've won the day? Because it will help you feel the positives. It will help you realise the good stuff that you've done. And lots of good stuff as well, like loads of good stuff you have done. Claude, come on, you know? So yes, focus on winning the day. When Chris actually typed that up, he did say wine the day. Maybe he was thinking of wine at the time. Wine might help, but let's focus on the wins. So, have you won the day? Ask yourself. What you focus on grows. That was another point that he finished on. Chris, literally, he relayed everything that I knew and that I'm teaching, but sometimes you need to have it back. You need to have somebody tell it to you when you're at that bottom or at the kind of like, at that ground level. You need somebody else to tell your own wise words back to you. You know, it's so good giving that relationship advice, but do we ever listen to our own advice ever? No. Like the amount of times I've been like, don't worry girl, you know, relationship advice. And then when it comes to me, I'm like, what the hell do I do? And it's like that in life. You know, we want to give those wise words, but sometimes you need somebody else to give those words to you. So the idea of what you focus on grows. So true. Yes. Don't focus on the obstruction or you will hit it. Love that, Joe. Like, yeah, the more things that you think, oh God, you know, I didn't do that, or damn it, I'm not doing well, then you get more of not doing well. So just to summarize, okay guys, number 1, realize, say to yourself, right, I need to change my story. Number 2, reach out, because there is going to be somebody out there that feels exactly the same or has been in that same position. I needed the help of my friends and I thank them so, so much. And then change your views, focus on the good, focus on the wins and plan ahead. So this is my next few points, okay? Because I was literally, here, yes mum. I felt like I couldn't get ahead of myself. I was constantly trying to get ahead of myself and I was looking at one day, rather than looking at the larger, bigger picture. So a great point that Ellie shared was focus on planning the week rather than the next day, because you know I'm quite good with saying, right, tomorrow I want to do X, Y and Z, it's in my calendar, but actually looking at the bigger picture and looking at the week. And you know what, I did it. I absolutely did it. I put in like what I had to do, you know, mostly social media wise for my online business and sharing content. But I know that is out of here, on here, and it's going to be a setup for what I need to do. You know, it's done. Well, it's not done. You know, it's like it's there, ready to be done. And I don't need to worry about trying to find all these ideas last minute. I set my Food Friday last night and it's about to post. No, it's not about to post. It's going to post on the Friday, but I feel so much better now that I've looked at the week. I've gone, right, well, I need to do that for Friday. Let's do it now. You know, I've set myself up, scheduling and obviously looking at that bigger picture. The last few things that I've written down, and because I wrote it down on yesterday, I can't actually remember now, so let me just read this. So I'm in lockdown, I am furloughed, but I've also got plenty of other stuff that I'm focusing on: my business, my singing, my fitness, my content, literally everything. So if you're in lockdown, most days are blending into one, right? You know, I don't know whether it was Sunday yesterday or tomorrow. So, you know, being able to see that, I've actually said this already, on a bigger scale, so that you know that it's not going to be too late before you come to do what you need to do. So I basically said everything that was on my points and my notes that I actually did yesterday, not 10 minutes before. And I'm so happy that I did do these. But now I've learned that I need to actually read them just before, just so that I do know what I'd got out of my brain so that I can share that with you. But you know what? It's stepping stones. It's learning what works for you. It's learning from the mistakes and just changing all the time, evolving and changing and rewriting that story. Thank you so much. Don't count the days, make the days count. Love that, Rachel. Yes, I am loving these live sessions. Absolutely amazing. Thank you, Sarah. This is so inspiring. I love you. I love you. I love you. I really hope I have inspired somebody, because I'm not going to lie. Thursday, I was like, I'm done. I was so fed up with myself not being able to get ahead all the time, and that feeling, I was like, no, like, we stop here. We start afresh and we learn and move on from it. So, my healthy, happy heroes, I really hope you are staying healthy. Thank you, Amy. I really hope you are staying happy. If you need help on both of those, please do come to me. And I hope I've been your hero. I needed my heroes out there. I needed Ellie. I needed Chris. I needed Kate, Becca, Joe, Sarah. I needed all you guys right now. And you know what? You've been my heroes. And now hopefully I can be a hero to somebody else. Thank you so much. And I will